report from inside Carolina that UNC is finalizing a deal with Bill Belichick to make him the next head coach of the Tar Heels. Belichick's preparation and detail in last week's Zoom interview reportedly made a profound impact on North Carolina's search committee and quickly led to in-person discussions in New York. Wilbon, do you think a bet on Belichick would be likely to pay off for the Tar Heels?
Wow. Tony, I don't see how it wouldn't. Because if they get Bill Belichick, and I'm still saying if I understand that reporting says it's close, but close these days in college sports, you don't know what that means anymore. You have
That's
NIL
right.
concerns, you have transfer portal. Bill Belichick's not going to oversee that stuff. I know there are talks about bringing his son in, but NIL and transfer portal, Tony, there has to be a general manager of these programs that does that. Every program, not just North Carolina's. So Bill Belichick is coming into the new college structure, which is the Wild Wild West. Now, let's set that aside. If he signs, if he does this, I think you're going to attract so much attention. You're going to attract coaches and support staff and administration people who just want to be a part of it. And I don't know what the recruiting will do. I don't know if kids want to be coached that hard at that level all the time. I think there are enough in football who will. And Belichick, we know he knows what to do with them. But it's so crazy now, Tony, the having the boosters involved. Bill Belichick can't distance himself from people in the program the way he would in the pros at New England, because any program is dependent on fundraising now, on the engagement of all these resources. It's Tony, it's not college sports as Bill Belichick or anybody's known it lately.
Right.
But I would make that bet on Bill Belichick. I would.
Okay. So if you had told me this, and I know we discussed this 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago, but 10 days ago, if you had told me this was going to happen, I would have said impossible, because I cannot envision, nobody can really envision, Bill Belichick recruiting a 17-year-old to come to a particular university. And beyond that, to only coach him for a couple of years, and then that player moves on maybe to the NFL, because he's all about continuity. He had Tom Brady for 20 years. But now that it is close to happening, I have a profound sense of excitement about this. And I would say good for North Carolina for taking this kind of risk and signing Bill Belichick. This is not Zach Taylor. This is not Raheem Morris. This is Bill Belichick, probably the greatest coach of all time. And we've discussed this before. North Carolina can do this because they had Dean Smith. They understand a giant. But let's talk about the Carolina program for a second, because this is not a great program. It's a placeholder for basketball. They've won 5 ACC titles, Mike, but not one since 1980. They've won, a Gator Bowl here or there, or a Peach Bowl here or there. The last 10 years, the record there is 68-59. The 10 before that is 64-61. So there's no wealth here. There's no legacy here. Yeah. I'm just excited that at 73 and a kid to me, Bill Belichick would get his hands on a college program just to see what he could do. I am.
Tony,
I'm excited.
By the way, as long as you mentioned legacy, let's go out on this note. There's one guy who left a legacy at North Carolina, and he was on that team, I'm betting, if my memory serves it correctly, in 1980. That would be
Lawrence Taylor?
L. Taylor. Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor.
56. You think Bill Belichick's familiar with him and that legacy? Just a little bit.
I think so, yeah.
bit.